What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, today we are going down the rabbit hole with the general message for the collective. We'll see what Source has to say. Also, guys, just knowing if you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, that is a way for me to connect directly with your energy to get you out more resonating readings. It is also a free way to support the channel. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel further or getting a personal reading, that is all linked down below in the description box. And I truly appreciate you guys. And I just want to say thank you to all of my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me their most precious asset, their time. It is an honor, a blessing, and a pleasure being here. And my prayer, as always, is that any of my videos that you happen to watch fall upon your heart in a way that remind you to take back your power, to use your intuition, your discernment, to make the decisions that best serve you in this now moment and for your highest journey. So we'll go ahead and get started. Source, what messages do you have for the collective right now? Also, 4 is a very profound number that has been kind of coming out even before I got onto this reading. It's been just a very loud number today. So 4 might mean something to you guys. It is a number of inner stability. It is protection, foundations, right? So it could very well be about building your inner stability, your inner foundation. But we'll see what Source has to say. Source, what messages do you have for the collective? Thank you. What messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective? How can we help them out, Source, in this time? All right. What messages do you have for the collective? Wow, okay, so shoot. We've got a whole bunch coming on. Okay, I'm hearing one more. Don't worry, guys. I'll get there. We'll turn them over. Just doing things differently when I get the whole picture. This one wants to come out. It just fell off the bottom, so we'll take it. And then on the bottom, we do have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Let's see what's going on. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the 10 of Coins. We have the 8 of Swords reversed. And we have the Ace of Coins reversed. Okay, so this is you guys letting go of insecurities in regards to your finances. I feel like you've been refusing to change directions for a while. There's something that you want to take on and there's something that you want to do, but you don't feel worthy of taking it on or you don't feel good enough. It's kind of like the beginning stages of it. And just know, we always start somewhere. Everybody does. Like, when I started reading tarot, I was so nervous to read tarot. Like, I was like, well, why me? You know, like, why me? And now I understand. It's like, because I had to start somewhere. In order to get to where I am, I just had to start somewhere. And you've been given a direction, but you're so concerned about your coin right now. And you're so concerned, like, that's what's on your mind is your money. Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Okay, Snoop? But the thing is like, you're so concerned about your money right now. It's actually causing a lot of anxiety for you. It's causing a lot of upset, a lot of displacement here. And it's like Source is saying, if you get out of this energy and just change, like you're going to see that all along, you actually were the perfect person for this position. You were the perfect person to do this. You were the one that was chosen in order to do this mission, whatever it is. Okay. And when I say mission, guys, I'm not saying like you guys are doing like entrepreneurship, although many of you are. There's also this energy of a career or like a position at a job. Like, it's just, this is you guys being the one that's meant for this. Okay, whatever it is that you've been trying, you got inspired to do, and you just are like, well, but in order to do that, I have to let go of something that I thought was going to bring me a lot of stability, something that was going to bring me a lot of financial stability, and it's not. And so Source is saying, don't be afraid to change directions. With the 5 of Wands coming out here, look at that. With the Ace of Cups underneath it. Beautiful energy, guys, here. Yeah, it's like Source is trying to offer you a cup full of love, but it's like you're just stuck right now. It's like you're just stuck in taking action towards what you've always known to take action towards. It's not a bad thing. It's just what you know. What you know, you know, you know. Right? Like that's what it is. And so Source is saying, don't be afraid to change directions because I'm trying to offer you a cup full of love. And this is such a beautiful cup. Like I love the cup from my tarot, right? Because it talks about being connected with Source through spirituality, through prayer, through meditation, like being able to get those downloads and inspiration and do with them what it is that you're being asked to do with. But although in this, you actually have to take action and overcome that fear that's been holding you back. And that's what has been so difficult for you, because it's like every time I took that, it feels like I got stabbed in the back. Every time I did that, it feels like everything fell apart. Every time I did that, it feels like everybody was out to get me. And Source is saying, that's fine. It taught you some very, very, very valuable lessons, because now I'm giving you this inspiration to do this, and you're going to be able to take it head on and handle anything that comes, even though it's scary. Don't be afraid to set some boundaries. Don't be afraid to be clear, like being clear on what it is that you want. Like I'm also hearing don't shit where you eat. So if you guys are like trying to get involved with somebody at work, like that's for a very select few of you guys here. That is coming through though. Don't shit where you eat. And really what that means is like, don't get involved with people around the workplace. Like, you know, like I know they use it for drug dealers and stuff like that. They're going to sell drugs. They're not going to use their drugs. They don't shit where they eat. Right. So, and that's a very extreme example here, guys. I'm not saying y'all are drug dealers by any means. It's just trying to give an example of what that means for those of you that might not know that. Because I think sometimes people say stuff and they bring up these old ass sayings, and that's a very old saying. You know, I was around, my grandparents use it. I heard my great grandparents use it a few times. And so it's like, it's a very old saying. And sometimes I think it's just implied, but people don't necessarily actually know what it means. So Source putting it on my heart to actually explain it to you guys, which means that some of you guys might not know what it means. And I'm not here for you guys to make fun of those people that don't know what it means. You know what? Because there's stuff that they know what means and you don't. So don't be like that, all right? I already feel it coming out. I already feel it. So this is about you loving yourself, though. As you love yourself, you're going to be able to see how you can bring in money, how you can bring in your 10 of coins, which is like manifestation of everything, right? Not just material wealth, material abundance. This is like physical realm manifestation. So whatever you've been trying to physically manifest in this material realm, that's what's going to happen. It could be a car, it could be a house, it could be a lifestyle, it could be a love, it could be a family, it could be, you know, a puppy, a cat, a reptile, you know, whatever it is. It's like that's all coming to fruition for you guys. And so it's like, and you're not seeing that you are, like I keep hearing it, I'm so sexy, but you're not seeing that right now. Like people are really going to look up to you, and they're going to really admire you because of how far you've come. Right? So Source is trying to offer you this beautiful blessing, but right now you're just afraid, like you're almost refusing to change. You're very scared here. You don't think that you're good enough to do what's been asked of you. And Source is saying, I wouldn't have asked you to do it if I didn't think that you could do it. Like you are created for this specifically. Now, I don't know what that is, because it's going to be different for all of you guys. It's about learning to go with the flow here. Right? Not being afraid to ebb and flow. Not being afraid to ebb and to flow. You like my music, guys? Making up my own songs over here. I'm actually a really goofy person. You guys get to see a little bit of my goofster, but honestly, like if somebody hung out with me all day, they'd be like, this is how you are. I'd be like, yep. Like I walk around, I sing this song around the house, and my grandpa was like, are you serious right now? And I was like, yep. That's what I'm doing. Like, it was funny the first time you heard it, because I don't know, it's like Scooby-Doo, right? Scooby-Dooby-Dooby, Scooby-Scooby-Scooby-Scoops. And so sometimes I'll be even sillier, and I'll be like, Scoopsy-Scoopsy-Scoopsy-Scoopsy-Scoopsy-Scoops. And he's like over there, like, even my dad is like, what are you doing? And I'm like, just being goofy. So I feel like you guys need to, why I'm even talking about this, there's a purpose here. Okay, so Source wants this one, because we saw that. Why Source wants me to mention this is because it will help you guys to get in touch with your inner child, whatever that is. So being goofy like that, that's like me getting in touch with my inner child. Like sometimes I'll make faces at my dogs, or I'll be like make silly sounds to them and stuff like that. Even my new dog, like she'll sit there and bark at me, and it cracks me up because I'm like, I'm just trying to be silly, and so she's like barking back at me. We have 43 on the bottom, which is 7, which is all about luck. It says love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Yeah, so being in your faith here, it's like trusting the universe to give you what it is that you've been asking for this whole time. Nurturing yourself, right? That goes back into seeing yourself with eyes of love and acceptance and saying, if you were given the inspiration, it's because Source knows you were meant for it. You know, and are you really going to sit there and say, oh, Source, you got this one wrong. Sorry, you're the creator of all things. But you know what? When it comes to me on this thing, maybe you missed the mark. Like, really? No. No, that's not how it works. So nurturing yourself is so important here. Giving yourself self-love. And I said that here because it's getting that with this Queen of Wands energy. You know, she's not afraid to set boundaries so that she can go and take care of herself. She's like, look, y'all got shit going on over there, but I got to go do me. I got to do me, boo, so I'm out. News 23. Yeah, so Raven news is coming. Ravens are like the messengers from the spirit realm to the physical realm. So if you wanted to know if this was really a message from Source, this is that clarification. We have 5 change again coming out here. It's like Source saying, I've told you, I've spoke to you, I have given you insight, I've given you inspiration. Now it's up to you to act on it. And you don't have to. Like, I feel like people are like, oh, well, like, if I don't act on it, am I going to go to hell? Like, no, not at all. Not at all. It's not about that. Like, you know, we live in heaven or we live in hell. Like, heaven and hell is an earth thing. And I know I'll do a video on that. I don't want to get too into it because, again, this is like, this causes a lot of strife with people. So anyways, that's something I'll talk about on another video. So keep an eye out for that in my topics with Becky. But this is Source just saying, like, I've given you insight on what it is that you're supposed to do. Don't forget to nurture this idea. Don't be afraid to nurture it. Even if you feel like, gosh, this is so crazy. It's like, even if you feel like you're not meant for it, it's like you're going to see in the end that you are meant for it. Like, things are going to start to come together for you. So we have number 5 again coming out. 555 in this reading coming out. Simple acts of kindness. Look, even my dog's over here saying, look, y'all got to listen to this. It says, kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. And I feel like this is being kind to yourself. Like, you're really beating yourself up for being the one that received this inspiration. Why? You know, whatever it is, you're meant to be doing it. And it might be scary because it might be stepping out of your comfort zone, right? Like, and that's okay. That's okay. That's part of the journey. Like, it's, you know, even being on the journey for so long, guys, and I'm talking about consistently on the journey, not just doing it on Mondays and hoping that things are going to, no, like, I'm talking about every day showing up consistently for years. Okay, I've been on the manifestation journey for over 9 years. I've been on the self-love journey for a solid 3 years. In fact, 3 years the week of Thanksgiving. So we're into the 4th year, guys. Woo! Right? I still fight with that. I still fight with believing that I'm the one that's supposed to be doing things that Source is giving me inspiration and insight on. And so it's like, it's just a constant practice. So I think that's why it's coming up. It's just saying it's practice. So we have winter coming out. We're in winter now, Capricorn season. This is not about a time frame. This is about reflection, right? So the reason Source wanted me to channel these is so that you guys could actually embrace the season, what the season brings. And when winter comes, everything is basically in death, right? Like, it's all about death. And then what happens in spring, it's like rebirth. But upon the death, it gives us space and time to reflect on what it is that we're doing. And so Source is saying, reflect on where you're at. You don't have to act fast. It's not like you have to change this overnight. Reflect on where you are and then make changes accordingly, step by step. Okay? You guys could have a toxic relationship around you right now, or toxic coworkers. Yeah, so Source is saying it's toxic coworkers. I don't know if I can get this to... There we go. They're saying that you just have to be leery about the people around you guys right now that are keeping you from nurturing your ideas or nurturing yourself. So I don't know why coworkers is coming through here, but You guys could be in a toxic love relationship too, but that's not really how I feel. I really feel like this is toxic relationships surrounding you that are like platonic and family members or just even acquaintances. And so Source is just saying like, pay attention to the red flags here, reflect on that, and then nurture yourself, and don't be afraid to nurture yourself. Yeah, because whoever this is, they want to control what it is that you're doing. See, the thing is that you were inspired to do something, and this person knows about that, and they're jealous about that, and so they know they can't do it. Like, that's the thing. Like, nothing will ever give them that skill, whatever it was that you were inspired to do. They'll never have that skill because that's not their path. That's not their journey. So instead, it's like, if I can control what the collective is doing, then they don't have to watch you become successful at something that they're jealous about, if that makes sense. Take back your power. Yeah, this is time for you guys to take back your power. Set those strong boundaries. Set those that just be like, look, y'all are over there doing your thing. I'm going to go do me. Especially with these toxic relationships. Don't feel bad about that. You know what? Who cares? Like, people reflect on you how they feel about themselves. So if they're making fun of you, if they're putting you down, if they're doing all these things, just remember, they're pointing the finger at you, but they got 3 fingers pointed right back at them. And so it's just like, always say that, you know, everything that we put out comes back threefold, right? Like that's, everybody says tenfold, but when I read these books and stuff like that, it talks about threefold, the power of threefold. And that's a universal law, the power of threefold. And so they're saying that's exactly the way to remember it. It's like when you point the finger and you're like putting it down on someone else, that's coming back to you threefold. Well, it's already within them threefold, how they're treating themselves. The steps to change are simple. They aren't easy. So Source saying exactly like I'm asking you to step outside of your comfort zone. You've gotten comfortable where you're at. You've gotten comfortable doing what you're doing, which is fine. Can you build on that, right? Because I feel like whatever it was that you were asked to do or inspired to do is building on what you're already doing, but it's just going to a next level that you're kind of nervous about. Surrender. Let it unfold the way it is meant to. Yeah, not being afraid to let go and surrender. Like, let go and let God, right? Because in surrendering, you guys are going to bring a sense of peace into your life. Like, it's like, I know that God's going to handle it. I don't have to sit here and fight for it. I know God's going to handle it. So I'm going to let God handle it. And I'm going to go do me, what I've been inspired to do. Working on yourself, because that's going to bring you into your manifestation. It's just that you've been refusing to change, right? Like, this is when the 5 of Wands comes out in the reverse, it's like, look, bitch, I ain't doing nothing. Because I'm comfortable where I am. I want to stay on the straight and narrow. And Source is saying, well, I need you to go off on this path over here. And you're like, no, what are you talking about, Source? Like I said, it's like, no, maybe you fell short with this one, with me, right? And Source is saying, like, as long as you change, you're going to have great success. You're going to make it through. You're going to get through what people are putting towards you. You know, you have this X here, and it's like making me feel like you guys are getting it from all sides. It's like making me feel like you guys don't have a way to express yourself to where you're actually being heard. And so it's like Source is saying, like, stop being in that energy and instead hear yourself and do what I'm asking you to do. Also, I am getting that next Christmas may be of certain significance. I don't know where that came from. That just came out of the blue. So keep working towards it, guys. You will have success. There's something beautiful coming to you. You have to put in the work, though. If you stop doing anything, just know that this path stops, too. This is basically what will happen if you stay on the path that you're currently on, is you're going to keep experiencing financial loss, financial hardship. But if you change the path that you're on, you're going to experience the abundance of what Source is trying to offer you. All of the spiritual journey is being willing to look at your actions and to change them accordingly so that you can become the person that you wanted to become all along. Can you put yourself in that energy in this now moment? Okay, this is what I have for you guys. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.